Chiang Mai Thai video, Jacques reporting for you with an update. Yes, and top travel tips to traveling to Thailand 2023. Now we can put out the original video after days of confusion, after days of news about travel restrictions. Yes, we can put out the top tips video because all the restrictions, they are gone. Yes. If you follow the official news sites, and yes, now it's on the official Thai embassy in The Hague website, no restrictions anymore. Here there is a link, and we can go back to the original video, the original top tips traveling to Thailand 2023. Here they come. Enjoy. Best tips traveling to Thailand 2023. Best tips traveling to Thailand 2023 are not that different from other tips from other years, although 2023 should be a year without restrictions. Yes, in previous years there were many restrictions. When I come to Thailand, I even had to go into quarantine. Those days are gone. For most tourists. Most tourists can come without any problem in 2023. So these are just the best travel tips, and one of the best travel tips coming to Thailand is come to Chiang Mai. Yes, if you travel to Thailand, you have to travel to Chiang Mai. I used to fly directly on Chiang Mai International Airport. I used to fly from Doha or Shanghai or Changzhou. Now Shanghai or Changzhou in China, that's not the best idea. China Southern and China Eastern used to fly directly to Chiang Mai International Airport. But Qatar Airways should be a good option. I used to fly to Doha, from Doha to Chiang Mai. If they resume those services, you don't know, I don't know. You have to look at the site of Qatar Airways, but if they do, it's a good option. And then maybe you just have to fly to Bangkok, see Bangkok. A few days should be enough. And then go on excursion, look the rural part of Thailand, go to the Isan, see the real life of the Thai people. You go to the Isan, then go up to the north, come to Chiang Mai, see Chiang Rai, Pai, things like that. The cultural highlights, they are up north. And then, okay, at the end of the holiday, you can go down to the islands, relax for a few days at sea. Yeah, that's the best tip. That's the best travel tip for traveling to Thailand in 2023. Now for the serious part, yes, the first travel tip, make sure your visa is okay. Your visa starts with your passport. Your passport has to be valid for a long enough period. Check the valid period of your passport. Even when you come on a 45 days visa exemption, yes, you don't have to need a visa for 45 days, depending on which country you're from. And there are many countries don't need to have a tourist visa. They can come till, it's still 1 March, I hear. Maybe 1 March 23 they will change the rule. Maybe they extend the rule. Nobody knows yet, because probably at the end of February they do an announcement. But for now the rule is until 1 March 2023 you get 45 days visa exemption. It always was 30 days. Still, your passport has to be valid long enough. And if you apply for a visa, it can be a tourist visa, it can be any other visa, educational visa, make sure your passport is valid long enough. There are rules. If you apply for a visa, they will say at least until that date. But for yourself as well, make sure you have enough pages in your passport. Some passports that are filled with stamps, and there is no page to stamp. yeah, that are things that are rather important, because if you are at the airport and they say, you cannot come because of this or that, you have a problem. The visa, yeah, apply for the right visa. Like I said, for several countries they don't need any visa for 45 days. Who can come on holiday for 45 days? I don't know. But if you want to have a visa, if you want to stay longer, you have to go to your local embassy. Your local embassy will provide you with a visa, and nowadays it will be you will apply for the visa online. Still, you have to follow the rules, and the rules are given by the official website of the local Thai embassy. That's your main source of information. Get your information from official resources. Facebook, internet is not the best source of information. Facebook, they don't give facts, they only give opinions. There are blogs. In Holland we have Thailandblog.nl. Yeah, they have some expert and they gave reliable information, but the real information comes from the official website. Beware of that. Beware. So make sure you have the right passport, the right visa. If you want to stay long term, maybe you want to come over here to learn Thai, to learn something else. The school will provide you with the education visa. Maybe you want to come for your retirement, then you have to apply for the right visa in your home country and then extend it here at immigration. Make sure your first visa is the right one, so if you want to make an extension, you have the right basis for your visa. Maybe you want to come because your family lives over here. Like me, I'm married. Make sure you have the right visa to extend it here in Thailand. That's the most important travel tip here, traveling to Thailand 2023. Second one is the insurance. Make sure your insurance is okay. If you travel for a shorter period, you have your travel insurance, you buy it in your home country. If you go for a little bit longer term, a mid-term term, then you still can buy it at your home country. You can even buy health insurance in your home country for a year, something like that. But yeah, if you want to plan, if you plan to stay here, then you probably need an insurance, a Thai insurance, health insurance. Make sure you have the right insurance for you. You can self-insurance, but yeah. It's quite difficult to find the right health insurance. I have the same problem. Which health insurance should I choose? It's still rather difficult because it's rather difficult. But give it some attention. Your insurance, then the third one about your driving license. Yes, are you planning to drive over here? Make sure you have your driving license. If you want to rent something, they will not ask anything. You can rent a big motorcycle 900cc without them asking for your driving license. But if the police stops you, they will ask you for your driving license, and they will want to see your international driving license. Yes, they give great value to the international driving license, while the international driving license it's handed out by a non-governmental institution. In the Netherlands it's the ANWB. It's just a club of car drivers, travelers. They hand out the international driving license, but here in Thailand they think it's rather important, even when you want to have a Thai driving license. I exchanged my Dutch driving license to a Thai driving license. they ask for the international driving license, because there are pages they can read, and without the international driving license I wouldn't be able to exchange my driving license. So it's rather important for the police. Also, when there's something happening with an accident, make sure you have the right driving license, because without the right driving license you're not insured, and if you're not insured and there is some hospital bill from whatever, can be quite expensive. Yes, so make sure you have the right driving license. If you are not used to drive a motorcycle, don't do things like that. Yes, the scooters over here, they look like scooters, they look like mopeds, but they are motorcycles. They are 100, 110, 125, 155 cc. Still they look as a scooter in Europe. Yes, still they look as a scooter in Europe, but they are motorcycles and they require a motorcycle driving license. Further on, you can drive a car, you can rent a car. Make sure you have your driving license. Traveling domestic here, traveling around the city, the best way to go around the city is on a motorbike. If you're planning to drink, you can use the Grab driver. I like to use the Grab driver because it's not that expensive and it's rather safe coming home after a night out. You can drive yourself if you want to go outside the city. Inside the city a car is not that convenient. Outside the city, yes, you can drive your own car. Be aware they drive on the left side of the road, but the steering wheel is on the other side as well, so that's not a problem. Only your windscreen wiper will go off if you want to make a turn signal, that's a thing. But driving yourself, that's okay. Otherwise you can travel by bus. We used to travel by bus because the bus goes directly from one city to the other city. If you go by train, you have to go to Bangkok first and from Bangkok to another city. Traveling by train can be an adventure, but still it's a rather boring adventure because it takes hours and you don't see that much. You can also do your domestic traveling by plane, but most planes they fly, virtually all the planes they will fly from one city to Bangkok and from Bangkok to one city, and not directly. There are planes directly, but they are rather expensive. Yes, that's traveling domestic. Then what's the next point? What's the next point on the list? I have to look at the list. Yes, Grab or Bolt. Bolt is another version of the taxi service. It's much more cheaper than a regular taxi, and Bolt is even cheaper than Grab. About the alcohol, now that's the wrong list. Look, accommodation. Oh yeah, the accommodation. If you want to come for a holiday, you will book your accommodation at booking.com or something like that. That's okay. You can make your own plan. You can do 2 days here, 3 days there. You make your bookings. On the internet. That's no problem. If you want to stay for a longer period, make sure you know where you're heading to. Yes, you can rent a house on the internet for 3 months, but then you will not know in what neighborhood the house will be, what the surroundings of the house will be, how the house is in real life, because photos on the internet, they are not always the same as what you get. Maybe it's a noisy neighborhood, maybe it's a smelly neighborhood, maybe the train runs by every half an hour. No, the train doesn't drive that much, but there could be sounds from the neighborhood, barking dogs, motorcycles passing by all the time when you make a video. Make sure make sure that you know where you're going to. So if you want to stay here for a long-term period, check it out first. Come over here, go to a hotel and go to the neighborhood you want to stay in, and then look for yourself for an apartment or a house or whatever. There is something in every price range. Look at the internet. It goes from cheap and very small to quite expensive and luxury. But still, come, go to the place first. That's about accommodation. Then a bank account. Can you get a bank account as a tourist? Normally you wouldn't be able to get a bank account as a tourist. It would be nice because every time you go to the ATM it costs 220 baht. 220 baht is enough for a 6 packs of beer. But yeah, that's the rate. Going to the ATM, 220 baht for every withdrawal. So make sure you make the bigger withdrawals. Sometimes it can be 10,000. Sometimes the maximum withdrawal will be 20,000. Make some bigger withdrawal, because if you get 1,000 every time, you pay 220 every time. So I was thinking it would be convenient to have a bank account in Thailand. Yes, but with a tourist visa it's rather difficult. Now I was married, I had my certificate of residence, or I had the yellow book. The yellow book is the registration of your address, but still it was difficult to get a Thai bank account because it's against the rules. It took us 3 different offices of the same bank to find a person. She was willing to give me a bank account, and then still she gives me a savings account, and savings account is limited. It's not made for payments. I cannot do payments. I cannot do flipping my phone with the QR code. I can put money on the bank account. I can take money from the bank account, cash. I can use the ATM, but I cannot use internet banking because they gave me a savings account. So if you are able to get a Thai bank account, make sure they give you the right account, debit card. They will provide you with a debit card and a regular account. Normally as a tourist it's virtually impossible. If you are lucky, if you have maybe you have a residence proof, you can do like I did. Otherwise it's difficult. It was in Holland, it was difficult to get a bank account for a foreign person without the right papers. The same, it's not that weird. It's not that weird, but it's convenient if you can have your Thai bank account and flip your QR code. Yes, I'm not into flipping. I'm not into flipping with my telephone. About your telephone, yes, you can have your Thai SIM card in your phone. Most phones now they have dual SIM cards, so you can even put 2 SIM cards in your phone. You can use an electronic SIM card. That's something new, electronic SIM card. You can buy it with a Thai number. Now, you will not use the Thai number that much. I think you don't make a phone call. I don't make a phone call with my Thai number. I only use it for the internet. Yes, but still most times I use the internet on a Wi-Fi at home, at the bar, at the restaurant, with friends. I use the Wi-Fi for my internet connection. And only at places like the hospital I use the Thai SIM card for internet connection. That's quite limited, and I'm thinking not to extend I'm not to extend it. Yes, that's about your telephone. You can choose whatever you want. I did choose AIS, I think. Why? They say it was the best, but if it's the best, I don't know. I cannot compare it with other things. Now we're already 20 minutes in it. It should be long enough for this time. If you would like to hear more travel tips, top travel tips, traveling to Thailand 2023, let it know in the comments. Ask your questions in the comments. Yes, we will look out for you. We will check it out for you. We will answer all your questions. Give them in the comments below. For now, thank you for watching. Just like and subscribe. See you later. See you later.